Karen Pittman is here to talk about Unthinkably Good Things on the Hallmark Channel.
Well, what about your big picture? Become a writer in Italy.
I think that means starting over, lower pay, no tenure.
Well, actually, starting over could be a good thing.
That's a good thing. That's a pro.
Yeah, and from what you've told us, Allison, you and Nico, you seem to really enjoy each other's company.
Meanwhile, Nico has a teenage son who you've grown fond of. I will take that con. Make it pro. Thanks.
This isn't helping.
Yeah, well, that's because the answer isn't on there. It's in here.
The movie struck me. I'm a guy, but I can understand friendships. I can understand the love that you have with these friendships. I've been to Italy. I know how beautiful that is. I want to back up though and start just with the Mahogany franchise, which this is the first movie in this big undertaking of Hallmark's. And can you talk about what this movie means to you as far as kind of helping launch that for the Hallmark Network?
Well, when Tony Justin came to me and said, Wanya Lucas has this idea to open up Hallmark Channel to include the Mahogany brand, I thought, well, that's brilliant. Like, I think that's a great idea and I want to be a part of it. In my career, I love being a part of original content, people who are interested in doing something different. But also, I was intrigued by the idea of doing something that feels good, feel good TV, which I think Hallmark is known for. And, I felt like coming out of the pandemic, I wanted to be involved in a story that was about love and friendship and relationships and why those things are important. I think we also laugh a lot in Unthinkably Good Things. And I think that's also important. And so for me to launch a brand that is directly focused on women of color, on people of color, but very specifically African-American people, and entertaining them with really feel-good, wholesome entertainment is something that's really important to me. So.
Yeah. And how did you connect with Allison, your character, what she's going through and just who she is as a person?
Well, I love the idea of Allison, who is a professor, who's got a very focused, ambitious idea of who she is and goes to Italy and engages with her creative spark after many, many years of letting it die down so she could take care of her daughter and live her life and achieve. She also meets the man of her dreams in Nico in Italy. And, I just thought what a wonderful, loving story to tell about a woman that I feel like I was intrigued by it. I was engaged by it. I wanted to be Allison, first of all. And I also thought it was important to talk to women about where we can find love. It might not be in our backyard or in our community or in our church. It may be someplace we never thought we would find it. And that love is available to us all around the world, which I think is such an important and unique concept to put forward in a story like that.
Yeah, there's a line in there where I think the three of you are talking and somebody says, are we too old to start over?
Yeah.
And I thought that was like such a great just concept to think about for everybody, no matter what age you are. You're always thinking like, is it too late? But can you talk about that and how that plays into the movie?
Yeah, one of the more important lines that Allison says as a young woman in a kind of naive way is, let's fall in love with our fresh start. And I think that gets harder and harder to do once you, have children, have responsibilities. You think, well, that's something that young people do. And actually, I think it's important to engage with a fresh start anytime you embark upon something that makes you feel a little afraid or that makes you feel a little worried. I just think it's really important not just to start over, but to fall in love with starting over and allow yourself to be completely open to it.
I also love that the film, the issues that are talked about in the film, whether it's fertility and health issues like cancer, these are all things that are very serious and very real. And I love that they're kind of peppered throughout the women's stories and that they're part of this as well. What did you make of that? Just because I just thought it was something different that I'm not used to always seeing, because a lot of the Hallmark movies are very cheery and happy and the problems are never that big. But this is like real life stuff that's in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about things that are are deep in some ways, but it's also stuff that we deal with every day as women.
Yeah.
You know, how do we support our friends through really difficult times with their health, and also support their idea of family and support them in their career pursuits. I think we kind of run the gamut, and it's a great story I think that Cass wrote that that Mahogany's brought to life.
Yeah, I love it.
Click the subscribe button underneath this video and watch Unthinkably Good Things on August 28th on the Hallmark Movies and Mysteries channel.